Looking for someone to go 2-0 today. So I'm solo here, so you guys got to keep me company here. Timer just kicked off, so we'll be starting here in just about 10 seconds. Hi, Admiral. Alrighty, off we go. Hi, Slug. I gotta look up how these racers did in the first round. Let's see. Octopuscal in the first race had a 108.30, 108.28 to be exact. And Static had a 118 to win that first week. I'm not super familiar with Static long term. Is this Static's first or maybe second Super Series to participate in? I feel like I've recognized Static's been around for a while, but I don't recognize him as a runner that often in the Super Series tournaments. But then again, I also don't participate that often in Boogey, so. Octopuscal opting to get the cracked bat after the first meteorite climb. These are big strats. I think the race or the quad that just got done, it looked like only one person got a sub 110. I'm hoping for some good luck for both of these runners tonight. I don't know, I love seeing a good race with no Titanic and deaths, no Frank shenanigans, no Captain Strong rock and misses. Let's just see both of these runners get out of ONET by like a 29-minute. It may look like Octopuscal already has a bit of a lead, but he has not gotten the cracked bat yet. I'm so curious when he's gonna get it. Oh my gosh, he's getting it so late. The last possible moment. I mean, I kind of get it. It reduces the chance of possibly bumping into Tracy or something. If Tracy has wild movement to move really far south. It's like the only actual advantage I could see out of it. Mostly just preference. Octopuscal opting for the plain menus today. StaticPulse going for mint. Look at that. These are, you can see like those slight taps that Octopuscal is doing for the diagonal movement. Doing very, very optimal menuing and pathing all through here. Sometimes I don't know the amount of effort it takes to do those like super optimal movements and doing those slight taps to do just the diagonal movement necessary. It takes a lot of effort and the payoff is very minimal. Usually I don't opt to do things like that because it's not worth focusing that much. Perhaps why I don't have a decent time in this game anymore. Okay, octopuscal's heading out for the meteorite. What do we got here? Just a little dog. Ooh! Get the dog trapped behind the tree nicely. Static getting 2 crows, which is kind of nasty. Oh gosh! Static gets past that first spawn, dealing with the dog right there, and octopuscal doing the last spawn. How's he gonna deal with this snake? Not gonna pull it at all, just gonna stutter at where it is. Ooh, pincer between the snake and the crow is kind of nasty. Oh gosh. Crow couldn't complete its movement, so it got stuck in the wall and having to stutter past one more snake and gets red swirled. Super crazy unfortunate spawns for octopuscal, so now Static takes a slight lead. The one bonus is that because of this one snake fight, Ness gets enough experience to level up after the Starman Jr. fight. 1 is all you need. So Static's gonna make it to the top of the passing meteorite at 535. Gosh, these spawns on octopuscal's side are real bad. That snake spawn right there is very low percentage. I think it's like an 8% tile or something. Okay, so we're looking at like a 15-second difference between the runners at this point. Thanks for the raid, Lantra. So yeah, what we're looking at is essentially a 15-second difference due solely to bad spawns on octopuscal's side. See if either of these runners are going to do the fabled bread roll skip. I don't know, I feel like skipping the bread roll is even more risky than skipping burgers. Having that bread roll is so helpful to help prevent you from digging into your hamburger stash before you get to Frank. Alrighty. I mean, the racers are close enough that if, for example, Static gets a 3 cycle and octopuscal gets a 2 cycle, they're essentially going to be neck and neck again. See, what are we looking at? Nice freeze right there. Semi-low roll on that attack, 60 damage from Buzz Buzz. Probably looking like a 3 cycle, unless you get like a smash or something from Buzz Buzz. Get a charge forward on octopuscal's side. Okay, some people really like gambling with their life to save 4 seconds. Octopuscal on the second attack only got 70 damage, so Starman on Octopuscal's side has like 5 health left. It may die before Buzz Buzz attacks again. Down goes Starman for Static. And there for octopuscal. We're looking at maybe 5-second difference. Close the gap just slightly. I don't know. We're in the era of where people are. I mean, with as short of run as Boogey percent, the record for it is what, like a 101 something. If you're gonna grind that low, you're gonna take every single possible advantage you have. Like skipping the exit mouse. Can you imagine skipping the exit mouse to save time? Beautiful text cancel from Static side. And Octo as well. Static going outside at 10:01. Octo going outside at 10:08. We're about a 7-second discrepancy right now. I know, right? Can you imagine skipping the exit mouse? I think I did like 3 strats in my first race that I should not have been doing. Ooh, that's a gamble right there, pulling the dog down. You get pincered between another fight and you have no choice. Ugh, Static getting caught by Big Ben. Runners are neck and neck. Octo is just slightly closing the gap over and over again. We've got about a second or 2 difference now. You want to like skirt that trash can just to the south, but you also don't want to bump into it. And I do what Octo did so often, where you slightly too far away to open it. Octo's already got 13 offense. Oh, because yeah, Octo has an extra level right now. Octo out first, slowly taking the lead. Just some quicker menuing there in the store. Skipping a can of fruit juice. Okay, neither runner got a charge forward on first turn, which is nice. If you're playing it safe, if you get charged, or if they charge forward on you on first turn, there's a slight chance you die if they charge forward again or 2 more times. And the way you prevent that is by bread rolling. I love turning foods into verbs. Octo getting some really nice luck on these fights. It may also be because Octo is already a level higher, but cruising through these fights, Octo should have plenty of HP. My threshold usually is I like to have more than 20 HP going into the Yes Man Jr. fight. Because the Yes Man Jr. stronger attack usually does 10 damage. So it means you can take 2 of those strong attacks and be fine. Every once in a while you get unlucky and deal 11. Okay, starting Frank. Let's see how this goes. Hoping for the guts moves on turns where you attack and not turns where you heal. Ooh, nice smash from Octo's side. Octo's not gonna have to burn or go through any of his burgers for Frankenstein. Nice bread roll usage right there on Static side. Good guts move on the attack turn. Back-to-back guts on attacks. It's nice. Despite the miss. And a smash. Look at that. Both runners got a smash, although Octo's was a little bit earlier. I think Static's just saved 1 extra turn, whereas octopuscal saved like 3 or 4. Frankenstein down at 1345 for Octo. Static just entering. Static's high enough so they can life up right here. Down goes Frankenstein at 14-15. We're looking at about a 30-second difference now. Okay, both runners gonna go talk to the mayor, load up on burgers, and then start the slug grind. Now, I'm always so curious or interested to see how runners do the slug spawning on the bottom floor. I've just started getting a little bit better and starting to recognize a little bit where the lag frames are and being able to detect them a little better, so you don't actually have to walk that far to the left. But I feel like it's taken a lot of like just practice and becoming familiar with just that ever so slight stutter. And I still don't trust myself half the time when I feel the stutter or not. Octo only taking 90 bucks. I guess that's enough for what? I guess he only needs 6. So $84. I guess he only needed 5. My goodness. Seriously, underseeing that lag frame is just, it's tricky. And I never, whenever I feel it, I'm like, or I don't feel it. Like maybe it actually was there and I have to go check anyway. But if you can get really good at recognizing that lag frame, you save like a second on every single spawn. Or more. Very nice clean walk for Octo over to the slugs. No rats or anything. Low defense rolls, so taking 5 damage and missed the first attack, which is unfortunate. Two smashes on the slug fight, I like that. Static getting a good slug spawn on the way up too. He's gonna fight 2 packs of 2. Okay, Octo on his second pack. Is that just 3? Yeah, there's 1 slug that stayed over there to the left, interestingly. These insta-kills are actually faster than fighting a pack of 4 altogether, so slightly ever so faster. So we're looking at 4 done from Static, and Octo just took his 8th. Nasty pincer between rats for Static. It's a tough situation to deal with. Octo has a really nice rat spawn. I'm always nervous when that rat is spawned or that far to the left. I never know if it's like gonna be on top of the same tile, like preventing the slugs from spawning or something. Octo's still taking 5. Super unlucky defense rolls. And these are awful rats from Static side. Octo up to 12 done so far. Ooh. Okay, Octo taking, or Static taking fight, or slugs 11 through, or 9 through 12 right now. Octo just got a single slug, so Octo is now at 13. That's interesting. Was that a single slug? I don't even know. I'm too focused on Static slowly trying to stutter all these slugs over here, or all these rats. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Static now has 12 done. Gosh, these rats are just awful. At this point, I'd just be tempted to just take one. Just to get out of here. And another 4-pack up to the rope. So I think this puts Octo at 21. Dang. Static dealing with lots of rats, but both of these runners getting really good slug spawns. Static just dealing with way worse rats. But I think Octo just needs, what, like 2 more slugs or something to hit 8? Maybe like an Antoid. Octo sees the pack of... Ooh, that was really clean right there. Octo pulled down a single slug to avoid the full 4-pack. That was awesome. Despawned the top 3 and only dealt with the bottom one. That was very clean. I like that a lot. Static getting a little low on HP here. Just make sure you're not auto fighting. They're still fine with his HP at 11. You're always going to outspeed them, so really the worst case you have to worry about is 3, 4, 5 times however many slugs are on any given turn. Octo getting a really nice top floor before going to get the butterfly, so on to Titanic. Gonna stutter the single. You may already have 24 offense. I'm lazy and I just, whenever I see a single Antoid and I know I have 24 offense, I just take the fight for the auto kill. Because again, it's like a 2-second time save to stutter it, and that takes more effort. All right, let's see how Titanic goes. 74 on Titanic, no misses. Okay, pretty average roll. Tough hit right there. Hamburger's not going to heal him to max, but that was a good roll though. That might have been an accidental defend. Either that or you recognize a script and likely a strong attack coming and trying to defend out of that. That was interesting. I don't know if the defend was accidental or he was conscious of the script and like a potential strong attack coming. Ooh, that was a lucky smash there at the end. Octopuscal downs Titanic Ant at like 22-10. Did Octo do an extra B press or something before one of the Rockins or something? Sneakily advancing that RNG. Octo knows all. Oh, to spawn the butterfly. I do think he, like, after the defend turn, he inadvertently pressed B or something before the next turn. Static stuttering one of these Antoids. Vroom vroom. Does Static have 24 offense? Does not have 24 offense. Doesn't matter. Nice little outspeed and 34 damage. Lucky fight. Okay, Octo only used like 3 burgers, so Octo's perfectly fine for the cops. Let's see how Titanic Ant goes. Oof, taking the first turn 41 is brutal. $80, perfectly average. Okay, that's fine. Okay, follow up with another Rockin'. See how much this one does. So we got 80 plus 83, so we got 163. We got about 70 damage to power through. No shield yet, which is good. Defense down is a great thing to see. You want to see defense downs and magnets at this point. Another smash. Both runners got to see a nice smash on Titanic Ant. Ant goes down. We got about a 2.5 minute discrepancy right now. And somehow octopuscal downed the first cop, only taking 13 damage. Ooh, look at that. Hamburger, 56 HP healed. I don't know if I've ever seen a hamburger heal that much. Cops pushing Octo a little. Now we're in that like weird, obnoxious realm where you keep taking crushing chops and you just alternate between bashing and hamburger, and it's just never ending sometimes. Sometimes you get out of it. I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna life up. Yeah, Nocto's got plenty of psyche points. Might as well get out of that loop now. An auto fight on the cops is interesting. Took it off in case of that crushing chop connected. Doing one more life up leading into Captain Strong. Unlucky outspeed though from the cop. So we got enough for two Rockins, but a little low on HP without a full heal. So 100% Octo is going to lead with a burger here, but if Strong leads with an attack, he's not going to be at max health, and you got to wonder, do I do back-to-back burgers? Let's see how this goes. That's what you want to see. Rockin' number 1 hits for 59, low roll. Just going straight to another Rockin', a 62 HP Brave, but it pays off. Looking at a 2648 Captain Strong. Sub 27 Onet is very nice. We just have to see a nice little walk going down to Tucson from Octo, so let's see how Static deals with these cops. 44 HP. What threshold do people use these days? I feel like I've heard some weird numbers. My threshold has always been 55, or under 55 I heal, under 30-ish I life up. Really, it's under 55 I hamburger. If I get lower than that, I'd play it by ear whether I life up or not. Unlucky miss. Yeah, 51 is just too low to hit Burger. Burger pushes him to max health and outspeeds though. It's always very nice going into the next, or the following cop fight with full health. We're seeing a save from octopuscal. We're not going to see any fancy schmancy death warps or anything. No life noodle strats. Sad day. That zigzag walk going down to Apple Kid, I know it's the fastest, but at the same time you see, oh, okay. I was worried that based on I didn't see if the cop had already gone or not. I was worried that Static was going down. Ooh, this is a nasty situation from Static's side. Going into Strong with 31 health, but only 21 psychic points. I'd be tempted to just life up to lead this fight with that health. Okay, I mean that works. Getting hit with that though. What are we looking at? How much rocking damage? 90. Just go. Oh my gosh, that is a gamble to just go straight for the next rockin'. It pays off. 116 hot dog. 29:48 from Static. So we got about a 3-minute difference between the runners right now. Hey, that's what I asked for. 2 sub 30 nets. We got it. 2 mobile sprouts on the left. Octo's just gonna skirt the corner. The UFO is bouncing around a lot in there. Nice return walk to see the, oh no, 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 no. Oh man. Static gets caught by the mushroom. Semi-low health too. Don't get mushroomized. Okay, everything's okay. Scary HP amount if we get hit by like a ninja shroom or something. Static is gonna go down. Especially with these spawns right here, the exit into Tucson. Looks like we're okay though. Just avoid the cops or unassuming local guys or whatever. I would be looking for that butterfly as soon as possible. Looking at just a normal death warp from Static as well. Most likely. We're withdrawing more money? Oh, we... Oh, I see. What? Buying a skip sandwich? What is the skip sandwich for that people are buying? Is it like a PRV skip sandwich to like maybe dodge some UFOs or something? Right in the entrance to Happy Happy? For a little snack? I can dig that. All these runners and their newfangled boogie strats. Back in my day, we just hoped we would remember that we weren't playing glitchless. Not these newfangled, optimized boogie strats. Is it solely for like dodging enemies and then you'll buy a couple more if needed? Like, do you end up buying possibly 3? 1 for like PRV to potentially dodge enemies and then maybe like 2 more for the 3 tunnel? So you potentially buy 3 if you use that first one? And if you're doing that, why not just buy 2? Okay, let's see how this walkthrough right here goes. Nice, no spawn. All right, there's no enemies in PRV. My goodness, there really are no enemies here. I got a mobile sprout off in the distance, but nothing affecting the walk. This is wild. And what you guys are talking about, needing a skip sandwich for PRV. I guess you could maybe use a skip to outrun that tree as it does its movement before it aggroes on you. If you can catch it in the right cycle. Get the third oh no, the diamond's gonna push him back. Whirling Robo, no! Get that third butterfly, Octo, for good luck. That tree is off to the... about to jump off the cliff. Octo with a pretty nice PRV, just dealing with some few spawns near the butterfly, but other than that, just crystal clear. Okay, what are we buying here? I assume it's just Holmes hat and the bat, Sandlot bat, right? Buying an extra croissant maybe? Or we're just gonna sit on the hamburgers he's still got? Static also gonna pick up a skip sandwich. I'm so curious where you end up using it if you don't. Maybe just like run through 3 quickly before Boogie Tent. Not even dealing with crows. Look at that strategic talk. Not even intersecting the door. It's an impressive distance. Oh, I like that, using it as a cookie equivalent for Carpenter. I didn't even think about that. It's a nice dual purpose. Alright, let's see how this fight goes. Hopefully we're not fighting Carpenter or Cultist G or H or whatever it is. Just attack straight in. Pretty typical. Any 93 plus rolls. Nope, that Cultist on the right's got 3 health left. Do the Cultists have 93 or 94 health? It's one of those two. Followed by a 100 and a 53. Cool. Model fight right there. It is 94. Today I learned. For some reason I always had 93 in my head. Okay, Static walking up to go use that pencil, dealing with a few spawns, the UFO. I mean, we're looking at probably about a 4 or 5 minute difference right now. Octopuscal just had a super clear PRV. Gonna pick up an extra fresh egg. Ooh, Whirling Robo. I did not expect him to make it through that gap. I figured he would be stuck in there, but snuck out. Okay, let's see how this next cultist fight goes. Also keep an eye on Static. Finishing going through PRV. Oh, unfortunate call for help. He's gonna go straight into a rockin'. That he is. Good first attack though on the cultist at least. 52 damage was pretty solid. Okay, first one goes down. Second one, one bash away from being down. Got him. Okay. A little unlucky that he no longer has a rockin' to like potentially make the Carpenter fight a little quicker, but you gotta do what you gotta do. He's just gonna sit on that 37 HP, and then I'm probably on turn 3, potentially use that skip sandwich like y'all were saying. Static cruising through these snakes. Double boom bang miss. Drink the rockin', okay. 65. Unfortunately, that's all getting undone with that heal. Using the hamburger. Guess he figures he's too far away from finishing this fight because there's really no damage yet. Unfortunate miss. Gosh, Carpenter still essentially got full health right now. And that hit means he can't use a skip sandwich to keep himself at just high enough health. He's gonna have to heal before that next turn. This is a very unlucky Carpenter fight so far. Oh gosh, another miss. And the lightnings are still missing. I think he's like 1 for 8. Ooh, that's gonna put him down to 20. Oh gosh, he still can't heal on that last turn to keep himself just high enough. 2 more lightning misses. Oh no. Gosh. Is this a death? Oh my gosh. That is a Carpenter death from Octo. That was just extremely unlucky lightning luck. The used skip sandwich from the fight at least is he gets a little bit of speed boost for with that. Static over on the right. Downs the cultist. The interesting thing is this death is going to... I think it's going to pretty much even up this race. I bet. Because Static still has to beat the cultist in the shack. My guess is Static is... Assuming Static downs Carpainter first try. It's looking like Static's going to have maybe a 1 or 2 minute lead at Carpainter. If Octo wants sub 110s with a Carpainter death. I don't even know, that's just unfair. Nice clean cultist fight from Static. It's a good HP amount to go into the Carpainter fight with. It's gonna heal out anyway, he's playing it safe. Okay, here we go. Octo picking up the second butterfly, I believe. So he'll be at all filled up. Actually, no, I think he's all filled up with 40 sucky points now. Or no, I think he might have more than that, actually. He might need one more butterfly. Static takes the first lightning. Just the first lightning. He's gonna lead with a rockin' right here. So max HP from Carpainter. Ooh, rockin' only does 49. That is gross. Double misses again. Carpainter's is only down like 70 health. Still looking at about 160 damage to go. Okay, there's a hit. Another hit will end this fight. Second one misses. Carpainter's sitting on maybe like 60 health. But that heal back up to about 160, 140 after the hit. If this kills, Static's in a really good spot. Oh, that was lower health than I thought. All right. Static ends the Carpainter fight with any big level up here. 33 health. Still with 36. I'm not positive. It's a good range for while playing rough, though. It's about as good as you can do after that. Or having a big level up after that. These cultists go back to where they were after you go through the first time. That's disappointing. No. He popped a cookie or something on the heal on the turn that he took damage. He didn't need to gut save. The gut save was just a bonus. I guess yeah, the gut save kept him at 1, but he wasn't gonna die anyway. The cookie was gonna keep him alive. He was in 30 something when he took that hit. Okay, Octo is starting the Carpainter fight again. Unfortunately, totally full health, which could make for a nasty death warp. Let's see. You can just rock and back to back to back to back, though. Is he gonna save? Does he have any healing items? Is he really just... Oh no, he's gonna save a little bit for life ups. Gosh, double lightning miss again. Okay, now his HP is down at a good level. If the okay. Good health death right there. Does he gain HP here? No. So Octo's got a slightly better death warp setup. Gosh, and these runners are only about a minute apart now, maybe a minute and a half. So before that death, Octo had about a 4-minute lead, and now Static has about a minute and a half lead. So it's about a 5-minute swing. All right, let's see how many turns this takes. That's 2 turns so far. 3. 4. Oh gosh, 2 misses from Mole playing rough. So gosh, 3 misses. Okay, so Static ends it with a 7-turn fight. Okay. Death Warp at 40. Let's look at the black screen fade out. Death Warp at 45.59. We'll say 46 flat to keep math easy. Yeah, that was a really big hit from the Mole playing rough, wasn't it? That was like a 50 plus damage roll. That felt high. Okay, Octo beginning his Death Warp. Static did it in 7 turns. Down goes Ness on the first turn. Now Pollock, oh my gosh. Picture perfect. Okay, we're looking at a 49-second difference now. Is there a reason that Static went to the bottom of the table? Is this an optimization strat that I've never seen in my life? Do people do this now? Apparently this is the only time I ever learned strats. Somebody tell me if going to the bottom of the table is faster. Pure swag, it's not, okay. That's fair. It's probably like a 1/4 second slower or something minuscule. Ari loves his high risk, low reward strats. Oh, did Octo not take the equipment off? Interesting. I guess he knew that Ness's HP was low enough that he didn't need to bother. That's interesting. I like that. I mean, in glitchless, you're gonna want to move it off anywhere, or at least like get rid of it or something. Because later on in the run, you won't need it. There's no reason to keep it. But on Boogey percent, you never get to that point, so holding on to it can be a slight time save if you're looking at low HP on Ness. I just realized that all of a sudden we're looking at different audio. Derek was sneaky and changed the audio on me and I didn't even realize it. Every once in a while, I see a new icon on Twitch, and I gotta do some research. What is Video Games Day? Oh, look at that! You too can still earn a Video Games Day badge. Sharing clips revolving around anything video games related. Isn't that just like Twitch in general? I guess as long as it's not like a let's chat or just chatting stream or something. You changed it again on me, Derek. All of a sudden I realized I'm listening to it again and I was like, wait, what's going on? You got that fancy stream deck set up. Ooh, we got the dog slightly clipped over and run over. That's what I like to see. Yipes! I was mentioning to Derek earlier that it feels like, I don't know if it feels like this to you guys, but the production value in Earthbound Super Series across the board has been like stepped up a notch this year. And I just want to give props to all the restreamers and all the admins putting everything together. It's been really good so far. It's just like the very subtle things that are in place. I've always thought it'd be really cool to put together like a little live split plugin thing where you can split for 2 different people. So you can always have on screen roughly the time difference between the 2 people at like 10 set locations throughout the race so that people who are not familiar with Earthbound can get a grasp on what the difference is at any given point. I always thought that'd be cool. It would require a lot more attention from people. I imagine LiveSplit is flexible enough. I imagine it feels like there's probably already a plugin for something like that out there. Static with a really nice graveyard walk. No issues whatsoever. I've been really impressed with the stream quality, the picture quality on Octo's side. I think he uses, what, like a SNES Classic or something? Nice clean picture. Ah, almost caught by the fly right there. Going underneath the tombstone to prevent a spawn tile. I don't bother with that anymore because it feels like there's like 6 spawn tiles anyway, and if one's gonna trigger, one's gonna trigger. I don't know. I know technically it's probably the right action, but old habits die hard. Okay, Static enters Winters at 53-55, we'll say. I think Octo has closed the gap a little bit more. We were looking at about, what, 55 seconds at the death warp? It's gonna come down to Winters, it always does. And when I say come down to Winters, it means it's gonna come down to Brick Road and Pond Cave. More so Pond Cave, it always feels like. Okay, Static at a 53-55. Octo at a 54-45. So we're looking at about a Octo save or gained about 5 seconds. Just slowly eating away at that time. That's what you got to do. Are you looking for a late night snack? I'm having trouble with my project. The segues from topic to topic are very poor. I guess that happens when you talk to someone in the middle of the night. You're lucky if you get a coherent sentence out. Look at that. Strat talking using the locker from the right side. That's what I like to see. Another thing that I don't do myself. Does anyone know what a Static's PB is for this category? I looked up on speedrun.com and Static doesn't have a time on there, I don't believe. I was so curious because Static posted a 118 in the first round, but I didn't know if potentially what their history with the category was, if they had posted a PB somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, because Static's not on the leaderboard. Yeah, but they got a Static posted a 118 in the first race. Static opting to take the fight with the dog. I don't hate it. It makes the fight with the protoplasm slightly safer. And you potentially get a bread roll out of it. Very common strat to just do it. It's wild how much that 1 HP makes a big difference. Because the protoplasm is going to do, occasionally does 11 damage, but most of the time does 10 damage, which means you increase your odds to be able to make it a 4-turn fight quite significantly. Octo dealing with some gruff goats. Octo not opting to take the dog fight. Ooh, Octo getting some nasty fights at this little intersection. Finally clearing it. Gonna end up with nothing. I curse nothing. It's like cursing like a no-hitter in baseball. Like mentioning the fact that one team doesn't have a hit or something like that. Curses it. Oh no! Stacks. Binocular man blocked the path so he couldn't go south or we'd trigger a photo. I refuse. We're gonna have a double Tessie, by the way. Yeah, Octo lost a little bit of time, I think. But now that we're looking at this right now, it looks like Octo closed the gap a little bit. We had a 50-second gap entering Winters. I guess Static took the dog fight and Octo did not take a fight. Although Octo had like 4 despawns. This is close. I like it. Double Tessie. Look at that. We have 103 viewers tonight. Every single one of you is beautiful, and I love all of you. We got a tight race. Everyone's sticking around to hold on or to check it out. Okay, Static, this is my split right here. Static getting off at 59.50. Ooh, I like the rainbow Tessies. It's like a Tessie pride. I forget what I said already. What did I say? 59.50? In that case, Octo is only like 25 seconds behind. Good turns from Protoplasm on Static side. Those empty turns are what you're hoping for. Gosh, could this be a perfect proto fight? That was a perfect proto fight. No damage. Don't have to heal. Is Octo gonna try and go for the skip? Nope. No attempt at the first proto skip. Or the Static. No, I guess Static not trying to do the duck skip. Super unfortunate on Octo's side to get the immediate call for help. Are we in defend mode? Yep. So Octo is in defend mode. Whenever I get in this situation, I defend until if they both attacked, I would be dead. So in this case, 10 HP, this is when I would start running, unfortunately. And then you're just praying that they don't attack. Octo goes down. Octo just taken the brunt of this whole run, and somehow Static has not even been attacked yet. Missed the skip though. There's a small window for Octo to maybe gain a little time if he gets that final proto skip. Static gonna exit Brick Road at 101.40. Oh, this is a tight Protoplasm fight. Hasn't called for help yet. Pops the boiled egg to hopefully extend this and get through it. Hasn't called for help yet. If he lands his attack, does he get through? There we go. Okay, first Protoplasm down. Unfortunately, going into the first duck with only 15 health means if duck attacks, I don't know if, depends on the attack. The attack can do, I think, 15, but fortunately gets out of it. Okay, Static stuttering the, ooh, ah! Oh wait, you gotta stop stuttering when the mouse catches up to the monkey. The monkey or a bubble monkey will catch up to you even when you're not moving. Ooh, Octo gets the final proto skip. That's what he needs right now. Static moves to room 2. And Octo leaves Brick Road. Yeah, I mean, by nature, defend doesn't technically increase your run chance. It just decreases the damage you take while adding another round to increase your run chance. Okay, Static makes it nicely through the second room. Octo stuttering past the first rat, gets nothing on that little spawn tile. Gonna have to stutter a couple slugs. This might be kind of a nasty stutter with 3 enemies on screen. Octo makes it look easy. Static despawning last one, gets the last little area below the rope empty. Octo gambling hard, stuttering that first room. Gets the second room empty. Woo, doggy. Okay, Octo got a really nice second room. Gets the first area clear. Static Bubble Monkey lands. He's gonna pick up the bottle rocket. Oh my gosh. Okay, these runners are in the exact same spot right now. Where's the mushroom? Oh my gosh! How did that mushroom stop? Why did that mushroom stop? That mushroom, I don't think, got caught on anything. That was wild. Well, both runners are through. Gosh, this is like a 20-second discrepancy right now. This is so close. For anyone tuning in, Octo has taken 2 deaths so far. He took a death at Carpainter and took a death at the first Protoplasm. And only trails by about 20 seconds. But all we have left is Boogey Tent. That pawn cave got me going. Woo! Okay, music starting for Static at 105. 105 flat. Let's see what this time discrepancy is. Octo's timer is like 4 seconds behind, so the gap is even tighter than it looks like. So we're looking at like a 13-second discrepancy, 10 to 15 seconds, somewhere in that window. That is not a lot. That could be, it's going to come down to like, what is the damage roll of your big bottle rocket? And it's wild that Octo, is this still within the possibility of sub 110ing with 2 deaths? It could be. And Static is on a really good run for his, I'm not sure what Static's history is with the category. The only run I'm aware of that Static has done is his previous race, which was a 118. I'm not sure if he's like brand new to this particular category, or if he has some history with it, if he's been practicing it off stream, but regardless, this is a big swing from the first week. I mean, is this tight enough to consider skipping the teddy bear for Octo? You're 15 seconds behind. Do you gamble and just skip the teddy bear and increase your chance for Jeff to get hit by, I don't know, I guess the chance for Jeff to get killed on the first turn is 1 in 36 if you got the teddy bear. With no teddy bear, it's what, 1 in 12? 1 in 8? One of those two. I don't know. I don't know how to math. Might be 1 in 9, actually. Yeah, because Boogey 10 has 3 actions on that first turn, and you're hoping that, and if it picks the right action, it's a 1 in 3 to hit Jeff. Yeah, you're right. That seems like decent enough odds. You just gamble on it, right? If I were Octo, I'd be keeping an eye on Static screen to see if Static picks up the teddy bear. Does not get the tech skip here. If Octo gets that tech skip, that's another second or so gained. Or any spawns out here. Static gets no spawns out here. Octo gets the tech skip. Static opting to pick up the teddy bear. Okay, we're looking at, we just closed the gap. Let's see if Octo picks up the teddy bear. If Octo skips the teddy bear, we're looking at more like a, whew, Octo skipping it. Okay. Ooh, doing a lot of menuing to get to that skip sandwich. Passing the tent at 108.20. Octo also passed the tent at 108.20 without a skip sandwich. These runners are literally tied. Both got a dog spawn below the tent. Ooh, Octo gets it again. Static circles around the left side to fight Boogey Tent. Octo technically is fighting Boogey Tent first because of the timer discrepancy. 321 from Static. 585 from Octo. Oh my gosh. If Jeff went down. Okay. Oh, this is going too long. This isn't gonna do it. I was thinking that if maybe that put out enough damage, that maybe the level ups would go slightly faster for Static and he would make up that time discrepancy. But that's not it. Octo is gonna take this with a sub 110 despite a Carpenter death and a Protoplasm death. Ooh, unfortunately, Ness feeling strange, out of psychic points. Down goes Teddy Bear. 109.44 from Octo. gosh, that runners were neck and neck going into Boogie Tent. That was wild. And Static just got terribly, terribly unlucky. Well done, Octo. A sub 110 with a Carpenter death and a Protoplasm death is just extremely impressive. Well done. Static gonna take out a little bit of money. It might be worth saving right here. Yeah. In case you lose the fight again. If you lose the fight again, you don't have enough money to revive your kiddos. So you might as well just save, and now you have essentially unlimited chances. Is that what happened? Jeff got hit with the 1 in 36 chance. I think I was going back and forth and I didn't see how Static's fight unfolded. Reviving just Jeff is that, I don't know if that's a... It might be worth it to revive Paula too, just so you could like throw maybe like a bomb on her or something. I guess you also need to sleep maybe. Yeah, I mean, Static got the BBR off, but it just wasn't much damage. It looked like what 350 damage means either. Yeah, it means only 3 bottle rockets hit, 3 of the 5. Because if 4 hit, it would do at least 360 damage. But 3 something, it means only 3 hit. All right, let's see how attempt number 2 goes. Just throw the bomb. You got the bomb. Do it. Throw the bomb. There you go. Boogie Tan just harassing Ness, just taunting him, saying, haha, you can't move. Oh no, really? Oh man. I mean, you only put out like 250 damage. You gotta get like 7 smashes to down this. Might just be faster to reset at this point. Rough fight right there. What is the right strategy here to go for a second attempt? Is it to like sleep with just Ness alive, revive Paula, and then revive Jeff, and then buy some explosives? He does have a chicken that he could sell for a little bit extra. Sell the chicken for an extra bomb or something. That butterfly right there would be, that's kind of a catch-22 with the that guy and the butterfly. You want the butterfly, but you don't want the fight. That was kind of ugly right there. Yeah, the croissants allow Ness to stay alive a little bit longer, but Ness isn't really your main source of damage here. Your goal is just to, I guess maybe you could just croissant with Ness onto Jeff every single turn, in case the turn order goes that way. Maybe that's the plan. So that if Jeff takes mortal damage, Ness is going to follow up and keep him alive, while Jeff just bottle rockets over and over. Randomly remember those 10 and 7 years. Like that time you said something really dumb. Remember that time? You said that thing to that person you liked. They're never gonna forget. Just like you'll never forget. Do you realize how little that narrows it down? That's fair. Ooh, look at that. The croissant comes in clutch to keep Jeff alive. I really liked that. And Boogie Tent is down. I mean, Static last week had a 118.49, so Static is going to beat that time still. You take those improvements where you can get them. And Static's gonna wrap up with a 118.21 as an official time. Octo finished with a 109.50 officially, and that's gonna be the end of the race. I think that's gonna be it for the night. Let's see what we got coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow we have 2 races. One at 9 Eastern between Lovebird 920 and Lantro, and one at 10:30 Eastern between Jossum Sauce and myself. Look at that. Well, thanks everyone for sticking around for this late night race. GG to octopuscal and StaticPulse. It was a great race. And you all have a delightful evening, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.